Hello everybody. Here for another video, and this time highly controversial subject: date fragrances. I mean, it's not the usual video as you find many of YouTube top 10 best date fragrances. Well, this you will get laid. Well, that our panties will drop, because clearly that's bullshit. They're lying to you. It doesn't work that way. More, it never worked that way. So I'm here to tell you the ugly truth about date fragrances. What do I mean? That a fragrance is not important on a date? Of course it is, but it's the icing of the cake. If you ain't got a cake, what are you going to ice? Nothing. So I'm here to help you to build that cake, to bake that cake. So which are the ingredients of this cake? The first ingredient is you. So she accepted to go on a date with you. That means that she probably already likes, appreciates you, or find you at least interesting. So let's talk about your style. Don't change completely your style, but make it better. Make the best version of your style. Be the best version of you. How? Let's start with first thing first. What she's gonna look at first, your face. So I assume you have a skincare routine. If you don't have a skincare routine, at least wash your face. Facial hair, shave. If you wear a beard, trim it. Make sure it's perfectly trimmed, perfectly in order. Your hair, have an haircut. Again, don't screw your style. If you usually have long hair, don't show up with a crew cut. It's not a good idea. Be consistent with what you normally are, but be the better version. Very well put together. These details are very important because they show you are putting the extra effort for her. She will notice that. She will feel flattered from that. Remember, you're taking her out. She's expecting to be treated like a lady, so you better treat her like a princess. Second, your clothing, your outfit. In this case, fit is key. You may have the most expensive shirt or t-shirt from the best designer, but if it's 2 sizes bigger or 2 sizes smaller than what you need, it will look awful. So be sure it fits you perfectly. Second factor, even probably not more important, but on par with that. Please make sure that what you're wearing is freshly laundered and ironed. Don't show up with a creased shirt, with a soiled t-shirt with spots. Don't. If you can't wash and iron your clothes, you're not able to do that, okay, no problem. Plan in advance what you're going to wear. Bring it to a laundry, they will take care of that for you. So you will be perfectly clean and well put together. Oh, another thing I didn't mention before, your mouth. Your mouth is important. Brush your teeth, floss, use a mouthwash. Because again, you can have the most expensive niche fragrance and smell like $1,000,000, but if you have a bad breath, guess what she remember you by? Exactly, Okay, second, you taken care of. Let's go with the second ingredient of the cake, which is the actual event, the date. How do you behave? What do you do? Again, plan in advance. Show up in time. And, of course, doesn't exist. Meet me at the place, see you at a restaurant at a certain time. No. You go and pick her up at her place. If you have a car, make sure your car is clean, perfectly clean, well put together. The car, you and your spaces, your things must be clean. If you don't have a car, allocate some budget for a taxi, for a Uber, for whatever service is available at your place. This is especially important if you're going to an elegant, upscale place, when maybe a formal dress code is required. In that case, you will wear probably pretty uncomfortable shoes, and so make her walk a mile or two is not a good idea. Book your table. You won't make a good impression if you show up at the restaurant and you have not booked. There is no place. You have to wait. You have to go to another place. No, book in advance. Third, most important thing, make sure you know our tastes or our needs. It's not amusing to find out she's a vegan when you're arriving to a steakhouse. Not a good idea. Okay? Should go without saying, don't drink too much. And most important, don't force her to drink. Never. You're not even supposed to be tipsy. Keep your mind clear. Keep focused. Then, you can be, your personality can be or an extrovert or an introvert. If you're an extrovert, you will have no problem in starting a conversation. Okay, avoid some topics like politics, religion, and yourself. Don't speak too much about yourself. Try to listen to her. Let her direct the conversation. Then you can speak about you, something, of course, but don't be the center of the attention. Don't speak about yourself, and that's all, okay? If you're an introvert, like me, like many others, you have some difficulties in starting a conversation, you feel embarrassed, a little goofy, no problem. Make it clear. Tell her, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, I'm emotional, this date is very important for me, so please, could you please take care of the conversation in the beginning? She will think that's cute. She will feel flattered by the fact that you are nervous and emotional for the date. And she will take care of the conversation. Then everything will be easier. You can start talk if you have to talk about something you're passionate about. Maybe she will don't care at the beginning for the subject. She will not be interested. She will appreciate your passion, the fact that you're passionate for something. That's important. Then, at the end, it goes without saying, you'll bring her back. We'll drive her back to her place, and don't expect anything. Don't expect a reward, an immediate reward for your efforts. Let it go. Let it go. Things will come eventually. If everything was in check, if everything went good, your reward will come. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Okay? So, these were the main points that must be in check in a date. Remember, details do make a difference. And I exclude so many dates that I can tell you because I didn't pay attention to these details. Details make a difference, okay? And your fragrance is just another detail. I have here about 20. I will talk about you in a moment. But please check that what I told you so far is in check. Otherwise, no fragrance can do anything for you. Okay? So let's start with fragrances. Let's start with, since we are in summer, with warm weather fragrances. One that never fails to deliver, that always smells good, smells inviting, alluring, goes by the name Chanel Allure Sport Extreme. This is fresh, with a mandarin opening, a very prominent mint note in the beginning, and a warm, alluring tonka base. Remember, women love a man to smell fresh and clean, more than sweet, gourmand. So this works very well during warm weather, also in spring and fall, but in summer it's okay. If you're on a budget, you can go with something like Nikos Culture. Again, a fresh citrus opening, orange blossom floral mid, and again tonka bean warm base. This is very, very, very good. Then something that is not warm but just plain fresh and very, very good. Versace Meno Fresh. This is extremely refreshing, extremely clean, you will smell good, and that's important. That's the important thing. You will smell good. Then, if you happen to go to a more upscale formal evening during summer, you can go either with Prada L'Homme D'Eau or Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. They are both iris-based fragrance. This is more heavy on the iris. This is more heavy on the citrus opening with a light iris note in the mid and the vetiver prida. This is more iris-centered, but they are both really, really good. They are fresh, but they are more upscale, more elegant, more suitable for a formal occasion. Then, mid-season. Mid-season, I mean spring and fall. Temperatures are similar, so more or less you can wear the same fragrances. The mood is different, so you have maybe to fine-tune accordingly to that, according to the day, to the climate, the weather. Okay. Now, first, if you want to convey the aura of a gentleman, maybe this is more suitable for people 30 and up. Acqua di Parma, any of the Acqua di Parma will work fine, but this is Colonia Intensa. I think it's the best of the line. Then, let's go finally to a niche one that is pretty expensive, but it's well worth the price. Amouage Reflection. This is the floral fragrance for men that made me think a man can wear a floral fragrance. This is, on me, it's heavy on the pink pepper and on the jasmine. I have my skin enhances less of the sandalwood base, but this is exceptional. Then another great, maybe daytime more than nighttime scent you can use, very warm, very inviting. It's L'Envol de Cartier. This is a honey-based fragrance, but it has a fantastic woody dry down, one of the best woody dry downs in the game. Then let's go to the classic heavy hitters. Valentino Uomo. Valentino Uomo is a sort of equivalent of the aroma, but slightly more in a gourmand way, with a hazelnut and chocolate note. This is not extremely sweet as it may seem, and it's another iris-based, though iris is not listed on Fragrantica, but I can clearly smell iris here. This for spring is a very good choice, even the aroma. Then, La Nuit de l'Homme. This is more for the evenings. La Nuit de l'Homme, I have the Blue Electric, I also have the normal one. Both are good, both are working, classics, they never fail. If you are on a budget, I can suggest you Ferragamo F Black. This is pretty similar to La Nuit de l'Homme. I think it's a mix between La Nuit de l'Homme and sadly discontinued Versace Man. A good fragrance, a bit synthetic smelling, but on a budget for 20 euros or so, it's a good one. Then this is more for evening because it's more formal, more elegant. L'instant de Guerlain. This is a patchouli-based fragrance, very with a light citrus opening, but then it dries down to a fantastic chocolate patchouli, one of the best in the game. This is fantastic. This works in mid-season. You can also. This is the eau de toilette for mid-season. I think it's better than you have the eau de parfum that works better in winter. But this is a great option. Then let's go to the winter, the colder months. For a daytime. For a daytime date or a casual date, you can go both with Satin Voltaire, this is him, or Le Mal, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal, Le Parfum. This is the updated version of the original. It brings the original DNA, finally, a flanker that brings the original DNA to the 21st century. And it does in a good way, adding an iris note that refines the fragrance and makes it more modern, and it's great. It's great. This is him. If you are more into the vanillic warm side of things, this is more or less cheaper, less expensive version of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. It has the same dustiness, it has the same warmth. It's good. It's very, very suitable for a date. You see how I'm avoiding, and you better avoid two kinds of fragrance. The most common blue fragrance you don't want to smell like anyone else, so avoid Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Versace Eros and the like, and also avoid extremely polarizing scent. Though I love Amouage Interlude, Gucci Guilt Absolute, I don't think they are a good solution for a date. Then another one you can use in more formal situations, but it's also good in semi-formal or casual. It's Rochas Moustache, the eau de parfum. Though I prefer the eau de toilette, but the eau de parfum is better for the colder months. This is very similar to a Saint Laurent Tuxedo. It's a good fragrance, it's warm, it's there's almost a slightly boozy touch, but very, very light. It's okay. Then, if you are more on the traditional side of things, there are Eau Sauvage, the parfum version. This is incredible. This is one of the best Dior releases. This has the same DNA of the original, updated, made it deeper. It's really only 3 notes on Fragrantica: vetiver, bergamot and elemi resin. But it's more than that. It's an extremely elegant, extremely refined fragrance. You want to smell like a gentleman? Go with this. Then, if you are more on the traditional side of classic fragrance, I would suggest you Elizabeth Taylor Passion. This is traditional fougere with a twist. It's heavy on tonka and a touch of vanilla. It's warmer than your traditional fougere. It's cheap, it smells a bit synthetic in the opening, but it's still very, very good. Then, 2 classic bangers for the cool season. You can't do a list of date fragrance and not including your own. This is Intense. Intense is a little more playful. It's still and perfectly suitable for a formal event, but I will suggest another later for that. For a casual date, night out, this is perfect. It's warm, it's addictive, it's alluring, it's everything you want in a date fragrance. If you want the same DNA, but in a more upscale version, more formal, try Dior Parfum. This is the same DNA, but with the addition of leather. The addition of leather make it a little more masculine, a little more upscale. But it's still really alluring, warm, and an inviting fragrance. Just a little more, not rugged, but more masculine, more mature. So, that's it. I hope this can help you, can help you start with the right foot and go straight in the right direction. So, best wishes for your dates. Bye.